me, you know about reverse?
Yeah.
So what is the reverse of, let's say, madam?
That has to be sir.
No, no, I'm asking what is the reverse of the word madam?
It's sir. Oh, the name you mean, right?
Yes, the reverse of the word. You have to reverse the alphabet, the letters of the word. So what will be the reverse of madam?
A and M. A.
Okay, first of all, write it down right here only, then you can delete it. Write down madam and then give a space and write the reverse of this word. What will be the reverse of this one? So you will start with the last letter, then the second last, then the one after that. Yes. So
It's
what
the
is the
same.
reverse of this? It's the same. All right. Go to the next line. Write hello. Yeah. Type the word hello. And then what will be the reverse of this one? All right. You're understanding, right? Okay. Now next type your own name and then also type the reverse of that. All right. Okay. So your name ends with sir, right? Which is very nice. The reverse of your name ends with a sir. Okay. So how will you print this thing using for loops and functions? You will have to take up that input, madam, hello, Rishabh, all of these things, and then you will do something in your program, and then the reverse of that particular word will be printed. Let's see what Rishabh does. Give it a try. We have around 5 questions today, so try to solve this one. We will have 4 more. Let's see how many we are
Okay.
able to solve. You don't have to hurry. Solve as much as you can solve. Take your time. But you should be doing this quickly, right? We already have had many classes. You know about functions, for loops, how to write code. So be a little bit quick, right? Let's see.
One second.
Yeah, you can keep continuing the work. You don't have to switch the mic on. You can continue with the program. I will tell you to switch the mic on if there is a need. I cannot hear you if you're telling something. If your screen has frozen, you'll have to rejoin, right? What is that? Rever. Your you can name it anything, right? You can just write rev, R-E-V. You don't have to write the whole word or anything. Yeah, rev will also look and sound cooler, right? You can just keep it rev. Okay, you want to do the whole thing. All right, fine. Don't make any spelling mistakes after this. So yeah, how do you write a function? What should be the input of the function?
It can also be nothing.
Yes, it can also be nothing, but how will you get the word inside that function? Your word variable, that string variable is reverse, right? How will you get that inside your function? You will need that word, right? Why do you need that word, Rishabh, to run the for loop?
Yeah.
So how will you do without keeping the brackets empty, without putting anything inside the bracket, without using arguments? How will you solve this? You can do this if you are not willing to put anything inside the brackets and you think you can
Why
solve
not?
it, then you can do it. right? And what should be inside your function? How will you reverse the word? So first of all, think about the logic. How will you use the for loop? What should be the conditional statement? All right, very good.
And don't I have to do put brackets at the end?
That I will not tell. Just you wrote the for loop very correctly, right? So this thing I should not tell, right? You should not forget the syntax about for loop and the other things.
I'll just keep it without brackets. Wait, what? Uh, alright, what's next?
Yeah, what's next? So think first. What logic are you going to use? You have the word, right? Think of the word hello. You have the word hello. So how will you reverse the word? First of all, you can take up the last letter, right? So you will take up the last letter, place it somewhere, then take up the second last letter, L, right? First is O, then L, then the next, which is L. So you will start with the last letter and go towards the first letter. And then you will keep on adding in that manner. The last letter will come first in the new word, and the first letter will go with the last. So let me give you a clue here. Um, you will have one reversed word, right? That reversed word for hello will be OLLEH. You have to
Yeah?
store it somewhere, right? Because without storing, how are you going to print that? You cannot print a word without storing it in a variable, right? Can you print a word without storing it in a variable? No, right? So do one thing. Instead of creating the variable
Creating a
outside,
list?
using a list, you will not see the word. You may see the letters of the word, but not the word itself, right? Let's say you keep that letters in a list. So L will be separate, O will be separate, E will be separate, H will be separate. Everything inside the list will be stored separately and under your quotes, right? Within quotes, every letter. That will not form a word. We have to print the word itself. So instead of a list, you can use another word string variable, str variable, right? How do you make one
Yeah?
empty str variable? You will be making one empty str variable, right? How do you make one empty variable? You know how to make empty list. That's great. How do you make one empty variable that is str? Don't create it here. Create it
Okay.
inside the function and the first line of the function outside the loop. Don't create it inside the loop. Get inside the function and create the variable there before loop starts. Yes, there. So how do you create one empty string variable? Not total. This is a integer variable, Rishabh. We are talking
I'm
about
going to
string
change
variable.
it.
Okay, let's see how what logic you use. Okay, this is
Maybe
not
it's
a,
into
yeah, this is not the variable, right? This is kind of a list. This is called a tuple, which you may learn later, which is not important in your case. You know about list, same kind of thing. This is a list which cannot be modified. All right. So okay, you imported something. Delete the first line.
What?
Yeah, we don't need
I
to
never
import
knew
that.
of it.
So how do you create one str variable which is empty? That means you are not going to take any input from the user. You will create one empty variable, a new variable. How do you create that?
A
You know how to
new
create one.
variable.
Okay, tell me first. How do you create one empty integer variable? Counter variable.
Empty.
You remember counter variable? That thing. How do you create that?
How do you create a counter variable? The opposite.
Yes,
How to
Rishabh, you have
create a
to
counter
revise.
variable?
You have to revise these kind of things, right? Counter variable is very simple thing. You remember function, you remember for loop, but you are forgetting some minor things, right? What's a counter variable? How do you write a variable? You're forgetting minor things. So just revise, okay? Go through examples that we have studied in the class. That is enough. That is more than enough. If you remember whatever you have studied, that is more than enough. So just revise whenever you get time, revise. Okay. So counter variable. Can you tell me where we use counter variable? In which kind of function? In which kind of output?
The first time we learned that you don't need to put anything. You're not forced to put something inside of
That's not
a
counter. That's
function.
local and global variable you're talking about. That's not the counter variable. You're talking about local and global variable. When we don't keep anything
Kinda.
inside those brackets, that is when we use global variable. Here, see, here, can you see counter variable? Here, local variable concept is not used. We are talking about one local variable only, which is inside the function, right? So this is what? This is one empty integer variable that total equals to 0 means empty integer variable. That is also called a counter variable, right? What are we
Yep.
storing in this? Every number, the sum of every number we are storing in this total. First 1 gets added, then 2 gets added, then 3, then 4. Like that, we are increasing the value of total. So we will need one empty string variable now. Can you guess how we write empty string variable? For integer, total equals to 0. For string, what should we write?
For strings.
For str, what should be the difference? For integer, total equals to 0 for a new variable. What should be the difference for str? Not here,
I have
not
an
here,
idea. No,
not
I'm
here,
just showing
here.
you an example, and then
Okay, okay. Delete it after that.
yeah,
Let's see.
total
Yeah, total
equals
equals, yes. Remember, we are writing a text, a string. What is very important in text?
no numbers.
Okay, no
Yeah, no
numbers is fine.
numbers.
And what else? No numbers
No
is fine.
symbols.
No, symbol can be there in a text, right? You can use exclamation mark, question mark. You can use those symbols, right? Plus, minus. What other thing? Okay, you have one text example in this program only. The input. You're taking one input, right? How do you write the
Yeah,
input? How do you write the input? Inside the brackets, how do you write? Okay, that's fine. What about the input in question? How do you write the question?
in question.
Yeah. How do you write the question in input? Or when you're printing something, how do you write the sentence, the words? The most important thing in text. What is that, Rishabh? How do you recognize if something is a text?
With letters.
No, not that one. All right. The input that you have, write a number, right? You have the
Yeah.
input, write a number. You are asking, write a number. What is that? That is a text. How do you recognize that is a text? It is under, it is enclosed within inverted quotes, right? Write a number. It is enclosed within quotes, double inverted quotes, right? So that's how you know about a text, correct?
Ah,
Yes, Rishabh. Did you understand the difference? Anything which is a text will always be enclosed within inverted quotes, right? It will always be enclosed within quotes. Okay, anything. So when you're writing one empty string variable, empty str variable, you will first of all name the variable, then give equals, and then two quotes, nothing in between. Right. So first of all, write the name of the variable. Go back to the own function that you are doing. Don't forget about counter variable. Okay, very important. Every time you are working on integers, counter variable is very important. Don't forget that. So you can write not total. Let's say you can write new, right? You will be storing the reverse word in a variable, so you can name the variable as new. You can remove the total from there and you can write new in place of it. LATO. Okay. Okay. Fine. So whatever that is, name of the variable, give one equals after that. Remove the brackets. Yeah, give one equals and only two quotes with nothing in between. Double inverted quotes, nothing in between. This is how you create one empty string variable. Python knows that this is going to contain some word later, not now, later on. This will contain some word. All right. This reverse of total variable will contain some word. How? How will you fill that variable? How will you add something to that variable? This time it is not a list, so we will not be using append. right? We will be using something else. So your loop is correct. You are going to run one loop from the first letter of reverse to the last letter. All right. And every letter will be contained in R, right? R is the for loop variable. Can you think of a logic to add that R to that total variable, that reverse of total? You will be adding R to that total variable. What logic can you think? All right. Let me help you with one example. Let's say the word is hello. Okay. Yeah, you better
Yeah.
plug in your device. Let's say the word is hello. So what is the first letter that you will get in R? What is the first letter? Oh, very good. You are
That
going
that
in the
would
correct
be
direction. You are thinking in the direction, but the exact code is not this thing. Yeah, still not correct. First of all, tell me what is the letter that you will get from hello? First letter. Yeah, this is not correct.
O.
This still. What is the first letter? O should be the first
O.
letter, but will you get O? You will not get O, right? What will you get? The first letter.
Um.
Reverse will contain hello, right? You will enter hello,
Yeah.
so reverse variable will contain hello. You are running the for loop from H,
All right.
not equals, only plus and then
I
letter.
misclicked. I misclicked.
Okay, fine. So what does this mean? Every time you are getting a new letter, you will add that to the left of the previous word. Whatever word you had, you will add the new letter to the left. First comes H. Then you get E. E will be added to the left of H. Then L. L will be added to the left of E. Then another L added to the left of L. And finally O added to the first place. That is in front of every other letter. That forms your reverse word. Clear, Rishabh? What happened?
Yep.
All right. So after this one, you will print the reversed word. How do you print? Not outside. You went outside the function. Outside the loop is fine, but you went outside the function.
That would do inside the loop out.
You want to print inside the loop? All right. Very good. That will be clear for you. That will make you see every letter getting added to that uh, letter variable. So it will be clear. Print that letter variable.
Wait, I have an idea.
Okay.
So I print reverse. Then I print. Then I do comma,
Okay. Give a space
push,
then. Give a space. All
space,
right.
space.
Okay. Good.
Then then I
Then you
put
will print the letter variable.
minuses to get.
You don't have to do that thing. Okay, fine. You want to keep it, you can keep it. Then you can print the variable.
Yep, I'll do that after. That thought.
Yes. Okay, very nice. So you can check everything. You can check every print. All right. And Rishabh forgot something again.
I know what I forgot.
Yes. Yeah, that you don't have to worry. Every programmer, every developer forgets that. But keep on practicing. Okay. Keep on practicing calling the function so that you don't forget. Okay. Okay. All right. Stop
Right.
it. It will not work now. You have to stop it and then run it. It did not get saved. Yeah. Okay. Click on it again. All right. Now write whatever word you want to write. You want to write till at art. Okay. Very good.
Let's see if it becomes total.
Yes, it should become total, right? See how everything is getting added. The first letter is L. That goes to the last. Then you get A. A gets added to L. Then you get T. T gets added to the left. Then O. O gets added to the left. Then T. That's the first letter. That also gets added to the left. Yeah, now you won't see the division. You will see the last thing. Yeah. So it's better if you keep it like that, right, Rishabh? You want to see the division, right? How you're forming the letter, the word. So it will be clear to you.
Wait, if I do it like that, then does that mean it gets copied the wrong way?
Yeah, it
It
will
does.
just. No, you don't have to
No,
stop it. Don't have to stop it. Click on enter. You
I
can.
didn't mean to stop it.
Just paste the whole code if you want to, and then click on enter. You will see the whole thing. Yeah, you will see that how everything will get
Ah!
reversed. Yeah, you will see
Let's see
everything
the.
getting reversed.
Let's get the end. Let's see the end.
Yeah, see the end. It will be
Copy
very
it.
interesting.
Let's copy
So where from are you going
the
to
end.
copy?
Well, here.
The thing is, if you copy this, it may not be correct because your brackets have also reversed, right?
Well.
You can
Oh,
try
I see.
copying this.
I'm
Yeah, you can
happy.
try. Yeah, yeah, that just changed. All right, so this was interesting enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one.
I'm
Okay.
keeping. I'm
Yeah.
keeping this thing. Ah. I
Okay. Okay.
wanted to
Fine.
copy the correct code.
Okay. Go to a new cell. Let's do one more question. One or two more questions.
All right. Uh, it's loading.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine. I think it got. You can stop the execution. It is executing still. Stop the execution. You can try later. All right. You understood what happened every time the new letter is getting added to the left. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Next, write a question. Give a comment and then write a question.
I'll just do this meanwhile just to keep it entertaining, and then I'll write the question. All right.
Okay. Fine, but don't take too
Oh.
much time.
Oh, it's restarting.
Okay, okay, fine. Let it restart. Uh, Meanwhile, write the question, right? You can stop the execution and write the question. Now make sure that the previous cell is not executing. Okay, give a
Yeah.
comment. It's better if you write it in your own words, right?
Yeah.
You will not understand this five times, four times with those brackets. Better you write it in your own words, right? Factorial means if the number is five, then one times, two times, three times, four times, five, like that.
All right.
All right, you're copying your own code now, which is very good as a developer.
It takes too long to write it. That's why.
Okay, fine, fine. I get your frustration. That happens to me as well. If you are able to do this copying and then like using the same word multiple times, it means you are understanding, which is good. That's why I'm not stopping you from copying. You can do that. That is allowed. But
So
let's
that
see
means
how
you
you.
still stop. So
Yeah,
that
but let's
means
see
you
how you
still
use the
stop me from
logic.
using suggestions. You
No,
still
you're not
stop me
using.
from using
No, you're not going to use that. Yeah, I'm still stopping you.
Okay.
Yeah, not AI suggestions. You can copy your own program. See, whatever you're copying, you have written it, right? Somewhere, sometime in the
Yep.
past, you have written it. So you're copying your own
Yep.
thing. It's not like you're copying something that you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will be using a function, right? And a for loop as well.
Oh. Oh. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see how you solve this thing. You should be able to solve this one. It's very simple, right? Instead of adding, you are going to multiply this time.
Oh. All right. No. Yeah. At least I put nothing in here for now. Maybe later I'll figure out what to put.
Okay, very good. Your thinking is very nice. But the thing is, you know what you have to, right? You have to use a counter variable. You may leave the space for a counter variable, but you know already. So it's not like you have to leave a space and then you have to think, do we need a variable? You already know that to find the multiplication, to find the product, you need a variable. Okay, very good. But is it going to be in? Because Rishabh, factorial is an integer variable, not a string variable, and also not a list, right? So you cannot run a for loop. That will give you error. Yes, good. You know this thing now.
What should I put the range?
You tell me. You have written correctly that you will use a range. Okay, one comma. What should be the last number of the range? The number itself,
Not
right?
even.
Factorial. All right. So Rishabh, if the factorial is 5, how many times will your loop run? The range is, let's say,
Five
1
times.
comma 5. So how many? Is it 5 times? Are you sure?
Oh.
Remember for loop, how many times does your loop run? Yeah, you can close this one. Close this tab.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you can close
Wait
that.
a second. Okay. No need. I'll just keep it open.
All right. So what is how many times will your loop run? If the range is 1 comma 5, is it going to be 5 times? Do you remember ranges in loop? How do you run a loop from 1 to 10? Don't search in Google. You should know about this, right? Okay, factorial is fine. Factorial you can look up. But what about the range? The starting number is always going to be 1. The last number is going to be, in your case, the factorial variable. But how many times the loop will run? If you are writing factorial as the upper limit, how many times will it run? Yes, very good. Your loop is going to run 1 less, right? So you will have to place plus 1 at the end of factorial. Okay, continue. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Just in case I need a variable, I'm just making it directly.
All right. What should be the name of your variable and what will you store in it? Okay, fact. Very good. Factor. Factor is also fine.
Factor.
Okay. Yes. And what should be the value inside it? All right. Let's see. Now you can proceed.
Okay.
You could have added that earlier, right? You already know you need a variable to store that final product of the multiplication, right? That 120 or 5 you are seeing in Google, that thing you'll have to store somewhere, right? What after that? How will you multiply every number and then store it in that variable? So first of all, the range is 1 to 6. If factorial is 5, 5 times the loop is going to run. The first value of f, what is the first value? 1. The second value 2. Third value 3. Every time your loop runs, you are going to get the values 1, 2, 3 up to 5. You will have to multiply
Yep.
all of them. You have to multiply every time you are getting f with what? With the stored product. So you will
Yeah.
store that product where? In factor, right? You created that factor to store the product.
Yeah.
So you will be multiplying every f with this factor. So the first value of factor is something, right? You will multiply that with f, that is 1. So factor will become 1. Then you will multiply f, that is 2, with factor. What is the value of factor? 1. You will multiply 1 with 2, you will get 2. The value of factor will be 2. Then f will be 3. You will multiply factor with f. You will get 2 times 3. Very good. You're understanding. Every time you are multiplying this, you have to store this somewhere, right? So where will you store this? You have to store this in factor itself. How do you store it? No, you don't have to do this so many times. You will be storing it in the factor variable itself, the multiplication. F is going to change, right? F is in the range 1 to 5. F will change. F will have different values. But you have to store them in the factor variable. So how did you
No,
store them?
I'll figure.
You're
I'll figure
missing
it out.
something. You're missing something. What is that you're missing?
I'll be fast. Anything.
Okay, you can check up any program where you have used counter variable. You went above.
Yeah.
Go down.
Here. This one.
Here, no, not this one. This you haven't used any counter here. You have used here in this one. What
This
was
one.
the thing? No, after this. After this one. Yeah, this one. You have used counter here. How did you use counter? See total. How were you storing the thing in total? Don't copy. Don't
Yeah.
copy. Just see the program and then go to the real one. How did you use total? Where you are using total? See how you are using it inside the for loop.
Plus equals F. S.
Yeah, S is here. So how will you change that for your program? Plus equals, right? To
Total
store.
plus equals F.
All right, write it in your own program. Let's see. Is it going to be plus because you are storing factor? You are storing the product.
Yeah, that
Will it plus?
asterisk equals F.
Yes, asterisk equals F. Very good. You can write it as you can write that in that one previous line. You can add one equals after that previous line. You don't have to write a new line. Factor multiplication equals F asterisk, or you can say star equals F. So where is the equal symbol going to appear? After asterisk, right?
Yep.
So add it. Okay. Asterisk then equals.
What is happening?
Delete. Press backspace from F. Press backspace from F.
Okay.
Yeah. Then add the equals. No. Remove the F first. Add the equals. Then add F. Yeah. All right. So this means what? Every time you are going to multiply something, you will store the result in factor itself. All right. Okay, now what will you do? You will print it. So how do you print the result? What's the result?
Print factor. Factor.
Correct. You will print factor. You can print it inside the loop also, doesn't matter.
How
You will
that?
see the thing in the end. You will see the product for each number. For one, for two, for three, like that, you will see the product. Which is good. You will understand what's happening.
Alright.
Alright?
We're not done yet.
Yes. So once I pointed it out, now you can remember.
And now I know what to put in the factor thing.
Yeah, what do you need to put?
So,
Factor. Factor you are creating inside factory, right? You are creating factor inside factory function. Is it going to be factor or something else? You are creating factor variable inside factory function. So it should not be taken as the input. What else should be taken? What are you getting as
what?
the input?
Oh,
Right? That should be what is going to be sent to the function. Anything that you are taking from outside the function will be sent in through the brackets. All right, let's see now what's going to happen.
alright. Let's put 99. What?
Is this correct? You are seeing
Just
a lot of zeros. Okay, try with a smaller
for
number.
me
Try with
99.
no, you
For
have
me
reached the
99
end.
zeros.
Yeah, 99
For me
zeros.
99.
Correct, 99 zeros. But try a lesser number. Try 5. See if you're getting
Yeah.
5 zeros. Yeah, 5 zeros. But the thing is, are we supposed to get zeros? We are not supposed to get zeros, right? We are supposed to get the product. Okay, very good, Rishabh. I was thinking I have to explain that, but you already understood. Very good.
It's because
Yes,
if
it's
it's zero,
because.
you just multiply zero by random
Okay,
number
okay.
and it just gives you multiple zeros.
Very good, very good. Your concept is very nice. I don't even have to explain you. You already understood.
Ah,
All right, all right. Don't give so
let's
big
not
numbers. Give
let's not
smaller.
do that.
Yeah. Stick up to 50s, okay? Because you are getting the factorial, so this will be huge numbers, right? All right, very
1,
good.
2, 6, 24,
So
127.
you are getting the factorial of every number. You can do one thing where you are printing factor, just print the number also, print f also. You will see for which number you are getting the factorial. You can give one arrow after this and print the number. That is f. You will see for which number you are getting the factorial. Very good.
Alright, it is.
You figured something on your own. You figured a crucial error on your own, which is very good. Yeah, print f, and you will see which number you are seeing the factorial for.
Why did I even copy F?
Yes, why did you even copy that? You can write f. So you are just becoming lazier with every piece of code.
Don't worry, I'll just write.
Okay,
That's
okay, fine.
good.
Okay, fine. Just write the program. Just run the program now.
I'll just do 10 this time.
See, you are getting the factorial for every number. So 24 is the factorial for 4, 120 is of 5, 720 of 6. And see how quickly the numbers are increasing. For 10, it is in millions, I think. Yes, it's 3.6 million. See how quickly the numbers are increasing, right? Okay,
I
so
think I
very
should do
good.
it the other way. I think
Yeah,
I
what?
should do it the other way. It's best to do it the
Yeah,
other way.
yeah, yeah. Okay, fine. That's fine. You can do it in that way also. Yeah, this looks
Yeah,
much
yeah,
better.
it's perfect.
All right, very good. You have figured many things on your own today. You just need a little bit of practice. Okay, so